Throughout history, there have been many matchups that, for one reason or another, never happened. The desire to see the greatest figures of a sport face off against each other often leads fans to create fantasy fights, where we can watch our favorite fighters go head-to-head at their peak without the cruel barrier of time. Have you ever wondered, for example, who would win between Mike Tyson and Bob Sapp? Surely you have. And fortunately, I have the answer for you. Welcome. In today's video, I invite you to stay until the end so you can witness the fantastic fight between Mike Tyson and Bob Sapp. I assure you that after watching it, you'll want to see what else fantasy has to offer, bringing dream matchups beyond the limits of your imagination. Bob Sapp. Bob Sapp was born in 1973 in Colorado, destined to become a versatile athlete capable of competing in disciplines such as American football, kickboxing, mixed martial arts, professional wrestling, and entertainment. Standing at approximately 2 meters tall and weighing over 150 kilograms, Sapp's imposing physique was one of the defining aspects of his career. However, this doesn't mean his highly aggressive fighting style and extravagant personality should be overlooked. Sapp first entered the sports world through American football, playing as an offensive lineman at the University of Washington. In 1997, the young aspiring star was drafted by the Chicago Bears in the NFL. But his journey to greatness was cut short due to doping issues and a series of injuries that made him believe his physical abilities had been permanently limited. However, his desire for more than an ordinary life led him to open new doors and even windows, bringing him into the world of entertainment and combat sports. At the beginning of the 2000s, Sapp was recruited by the Japanese kickboxing organization K1, where he quickly became a media sensation due to his massive size and charismatic personality. His most iconic fight in K1 was against the legendary Ernesto Hoost, whom he shocked by defeating twice in 2002, although with a fighting style that relied more on brute strength than technical skill. At the same time, the man who had now become a beast, Bob Sapp, entered MMA through the Japanese promotion Pride, where he starred in a memorable fight against Antonio Rodrigo Minotauro Nogueira in 2002. Despite initially dominating with his sheer physical strength, Sapp eventually lost to a gruesome armbar. Over time, his technical deficiencies became more apparent, and his performance started to decline. As his success in K1 declined, Sapp's need to find glory increased, leading him to shift his career toward the commercial side by participating in fights across various global promotions. However, his fighting style changed, and he began to be criticized for giving up too quickly in his matches, which led to him being seen more as an entertainer than a serious fighter. With great intelligence, Sapp took advantage of his fame in Japan to become a television celebrity, appearing in shows, commercials, and movies such as The Longest Yard in 2005 alongside Adam Sandler. At the same time, he ventured into professional wrestling, working for companies like NJPW and Hustle. Despite his inconsistent sports career, Bob Sapp left a mark on the world of combat sports and entertainment thanks to his physical presence and charisma, becoming an iconic figure, especially in Japan. Mike Tyson. On the other hand, Mike Tyson, born on June 30th, 1966, in Brooklyn, New York, has become one of the most legendary boxers in history. You may know him for his devastating knockout power and aggressive style, which led him to make history as the youngest heavyweight world champion at just 20 years old. Raised in a tough environment, Tyson found discipline in boxing under the mentorship of Cus D'Amato, who became his guiding figure. He made his professional debut in 1985 and quickly gained notoriety for his explosiveness in the ring, securing numerous first-round knockout victories. In 1986, he defeated Trevor Berbick to win the WBC title. becoming the youngest champion in the division.
Tyson will be able to get underneath it. Oh, wow! With a right, another left hook that's just directly in front of him. That is, a level fight plan. Oh, the right hand gets him here that Mike as soon as, right hand, good first round. Wilderson clips him with the left hand. Look at this, combination. And holding off Mike with the left. And you see the whole time. Bangs the body. Wow, with that uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with the right left hook. And he goes.
The following year, he unified the WBA and IBF titles, establishing himself as the undisputed champion.
Look at anybody. He's going to go to points anyway. In fact, I'm sure it is. Persistent fouling. Money. There was a left hand. There was a good right-handed. They're uppercuts, Barry. You notice they're uppercuts.
Iron Mike dominated the division until 1990, when he suffered a shocking loss to James Buster Douglas.
Portion here, raising left hand all night. Oh, there's a nice uppercut that time. He's down, he comes with the uppercut. Somehow or other, Buster's throwing shots back. Look at this. But expected, mate. Look at this. Look at Buster, we got him again. Buster fights back strongly, landing some big. Landing these, nice uppercut by Buster Douglas. Look at this.
His career was later affected by personal and legal troubles, including a conviction in 1992 that kept him in prison until 1995. After his return, the Beast, Iron Mike, regained the titles but lost to Evander Holyfield in 2 legendary fights, including the infamous Bite Fight in 1997.
Rather than just these big and close a lot. We're in one ring.
I'll tell you what, the crowd thought that Mike was hurt. Looks like a good shot.
Combination by Hook. A good one for Tyson. The crowd.
Like the overachieving warrior. There he is.
Oh, it's in trouble. Oh, Tyson looking to put Tyson down and fight. Tyson in fight.
By the 2000s, just as Bob Sapp was rising to fame, Tyson's performance gradually declined until he retired in 2005.
Power would bail Tyson out. It looks like showing his heart and landing with those lefts. From Mike Tyson. Turn to the 6th round.
And if McBride actually wins this round, it would be a 10-7, and they had some power.
Mike Tyson looking up to the 6th round.
And if McBride actually would be a 10-7 round.
Not a knockdown, but McBride just pushing Tyson.
He then reinvented himself through film, television, and business, rebuilding a more positive image with his cannabis franchise and his show Mike Tyson, The Undisputed Truth. Despite his turbulent career, Tyson remains a boxing legend, remembered for his ferocious fighting style and impact on the sport. With 2 such heavy resumes, it's no surprise that fantasy fight fans have long demanded a Mike Tyson versus Bob Sapp matchup, placing both men in an alternate timeline where they remained at their peak, and, as promised, let the bell ring. Sapp made an imposing entrance into the ring, draped in a white veil that created an air of uncertainty until he threw it aside, revealing the body of a giant ready to kill or be killed. With a murderous gaze, Sapp stepped into the ring, sending a clear message: no one stands in my way. But Tyson, Iron Mike, was unfazed. Despite being of average height, young Mike was known for defeating true giants of the ring, proving that reach is merely an accessory to the power behind one's punches. He entered the ring as a legend, greeted by cheers and celebrations, yet carrying himself with humility. Ironically, it was the Beast Sapp who seemed more anxious. After receiving instructions from the referee, the fighters touched gloves and the match began. Tyson wasted no time, launching brutal combinations to the body, his signature strategy to weaken physically superior opponents. His relentless and precise attacks drove Sapp against the ropes, where a devastating right hand drained all the fight from his battered body, sending him crashing to his knees as if bowing before a king. Only 20 seconds into the first round, it seemed Iron Mike had done it again. However, Sapp rose before the referee reached the count of 5, insisting he was fit to continue. Proving that he too was a beast in the ring, Sapp gathered himself and gave Tyson a taste of his own medicine. Fueled by rage and raw power, he forced Mike to the ropes on the opposite side, using his superior height to unleash a furious barrage of punches to the head. But as the saying goes, every action has a reaction. When Tyson retaliated, the fight returned to the center of the ring, where Sapp fell victim to a lethal right hook that detonated on his chin, sending him crashing to the canvas once more. His mouthguard flew out. He looked visibly shaken. The referee began the count as commentators doubted he would recover. By the count of 10, the bell rang, closing one of the most highly anticipated fights in recent years, arguably the most fantastic crossover in combat sports history. The youngest heavyweight champion in history, Iron Mike Tyson, defeated Japan's monstrous creation, Bob Sapp, in just 1 round. If you've made it this far, thank you. The best way to support my content is by leaving a like on the video. Did this fight end the way you imagined? Do you think both fighters' legacies were honored? Let me know in the comments.